to the Drummission final show of the year, the Christmas tutorial. After this little thing here, I'm going to take a little break for a couple weeks. I got some research I want to do for some upcoming shows next year. I got a lot planned for next year. This was a really good year for the Drummission. Thank you very much. I think next year we'll be starting Patreon so we can start to make some money here and selling more stuff like t-shirts and that of the like. Okay, so I thought for the last show of this year I would do a regular old lick. I don't do too many licks. I'm going to do this lick right here. This is called the Buddy Rich triplets commonly. And to be honest with you, if you're working on this, and I'm going to try to find a clip of Buddy Rich doing these and put it up. A little hard to find because you do this in the middle of solos. He did these ridiculously fast. According to Neil Peart, and I agree with him, supernaturally fast.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound.
So I'm not going to be able to take him as fast as he did, but I can get him up there, okay? And I'm going to show you a couple of different versions of this. So we're talking about triplets. Buddy Rich did this in a swing genre. I'm going to show them both in the swing genre and the rock genre. So let's start out with the rock genre, and very simple. I'm left-handed, remember. I start with my left hand, which was my dominant hand. Very simple. This is just single strokes. I'm going to play left, right, left, right, left, right, right, as triplets. I'm going to count this first, like they're 16th note triplets, out of a rock groove. I'm going to use my feet. My bass drum is going to play all the downbeats with me. I'm going to go nice and slow. My hi-hat's going to play, my hi-hat. My hi-hat's going to play all the upbeats. Watch what I'm talking about. I think this is easier to illustrate. Okay, remember, I'm doing this left-handed. You can do this right-handed. Just reverse it. Here we go. Nice and slow. Right, I got a rock beat here. Now, one down. Alright, that's the basic idea. But getting it fast, that's a different story. This is not hard to play. This is hard to get fast. One of the things you want to do is you want to really get the feeling of this back and forth. And you want to use the rebound off the drum to help push you back to the snare. Let me do that again. A little faster. Here we go. Let's do the same thing in the jazz idiom or the jazz genre. So now instead of counting this as 1 in the triplet, 2 in the triplet, I'm going to count it as 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into. Watch. 1, 2, the 3. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. 1. Let me take that a little quicker. All right. So you see. At moderate tempos, this is not hard, but when you're really putting the pedal to the metal on this, you really want to feel that drum pushing you. I'm going to do it much faster in a bit. Let's do part 2. Buddy sometimes did it floor tom to snare, sometimes he did it snare to floor tom. So here we go. I'm going to do the same thing backwards, but this time I need to keep my hands separate so they're not crossing over. I have to start with my non-dominant hand. Here I was starting with my left because I'm lefty. Here I'm going to start with my right. So it's going to be 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, or 1 into triplet, 2 into triplet, 3 into triplet, 4 into triplet. So let me do this slow off the rock hats. All right, here we go, nice and slow. This is the rock version. starting with the snare first. So I'm starting with my right hand. You'll be starting with your left hand. I think I'm right. 4 and 1. I forgot to add that. Okay, when you're going to be doing something like that, you want to do a double at the very end to get you to 1. Just doing it the opposite way, you got to kind of run over with a double here, or you got to cross over your hands. Not a good idea. Better to start here, and just in that last time, you do a double. Let me do that a little faster. So once again, you saw me putting my feet on the 1 and 2 and. The trick is to getting this fast. Once again, in order to get this fast, you have to feel the drum helping you to come back. So we need to spend time just going back and forth, back and forth. So I'm going to go nice and slow now. I'm going to start with the dominant version, and I'm going to show you. Watch. I'm just going to go 1, 2. It's there. It's there. You can do it too. You can do it too. This particular thing is not here. It's here. You can do it. You can do it. Spend time this Christmas just doing this over and over. Notice my sticks are nice and high. Nice and high. I mean, not ridiculously high, but they're nice and high. I'm using that bounce, that rebound. I'm letting the drums help me. Help me. Alright. I got one more to show you. I'm going to do a little swing. I'll start doing that. I'll fade out and I'll come back to the bonus round. One that I do use in songs. That particular one, I don't use too much in tunes. I play mainly with an R&B artist, and it would be really obtrusive to do that with her. But in solos, I do that. I do that in solos. So, let me take you out with that, and then we'll come back and I'll show you a really cool one that you can use for fills, especially in rock ballads. Here we go. Welcome to the bonus round. Okay, so this one, if you notice in the end of that last one, I was going to recut it at the end. As I was going really fast, my sticks hit a few times. I don't do that often. It's very much a solo thing, and I don't do it every solo. I left it in because I always like to show you real playing. If I was doing that live and my stick hit in those ways, if I did it 2-3 nights in a row, that would go away, but the audience wouldn't even care. They would just be more impressed with the speed. So go ahead, try it. All right, so here's a real 16th note triplet, kind of a variation on the same thing. Again, I'm going to start with my dominant hand. These are triplets. I'm going to start with my left. This is more about going around the kit in triplets, right? Let me count this through so you can see it. Just my hands, starting with I'm starting on my left, you start with your right. Here we go. 16 note triplets counting. 1 and a triplet, 2 and a triplet, 3 and a triplet, 4 and a triplet, 1, that and bringing my hand up to the audience, it seems like I'm going around the kit. Now, this is, again, I wouldn't do this even too much in a solo. I would do it kind of bringing up a ballad. Maybe I was playing it quiet. I want to bring it up to snare, up to the snare, and I would use that to bring my playing up to another level in the tune. Right? Again, it's more impressive looking than it is great sounding. You know, and again, the R&B artist I play with, I probably wouldn't do too much of that, but it is very cool to do. So let me do that for a second and play that a little quicker and take you back to the beat in 16th note triplets so you can hear it. All right, so you can hear it nice and slow. 1 and 2 and 3. Here we go. Notice I'm putting my foot on the downbeats, my hi-hats on the upbeats, just like the other one. Just like the other one. Let's do it again. A little quicker. A very cool sounding little lick. So let's say you're in a ballad and you're here. And you want to bring it up. Very nice way to bring it up. Maybe you want to end your solo with it. Let's go ahead and see how fast I can do it. I don't do this very often like this at all. I will not be able to do this as fast as I just did those other triplets, but we'll give it a break. And by the way, just as a bonus round on the bonus round, by the way, if you were here, you know what I'm talking about? It works in both idioms, but I think that works best in the rock idiom. So let me take this a little quicker and then just keep it going. I will see you next year. Thank you very much for this year. We had a good year. We went from 700 subscribers to close to 1,400. I got more planned for next year. Thank you for watching. Stay with me. If there's anything you'd like to see me do, a song you'd like to see me do a drum cover of, put it in the comments. By the way, we're going to be doing more musicians on couches. Way more this time. If I have to do Uber all the time, way more, and I'm going to be starting a Patreon. Here we go.